Have you ever been with somebody really rich? And I know you have, Chris, but and they only have
this girl.
They only have hundreds on them. Like I'm with somebody like way out of my league who does arenas, and they go, and it's like it's still the most impressive thing. I go mute. Yeah. I go, whoa, here's a man.
Here's a man.
Here's a man.
Not me. I'd be like, you still carry cash? Interesting.
Bad dates. Now, this is the date that taught me that you shouldn't go out before you have money to do so. Because what happened is I was like just starting in comedy, you know what I mean? And so I was broke as hell. And this girl from high school that I had a thing for came to one of my shows. So it was like one of them circle back moments. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah. She said no to me in high school, but I'm about to like get it in.
I'm about to blow her mind.
Man, right? So
the pussy that never was. Yeah,
absolutely.
The ghost of pussy past.
That is a documentary I'm working on. And and so I was like, yeah, I would love to take her out. I had just had a show that I got paid like $150. So, that felt like a lot of money at that time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got enough money for this date. Now I had a half tank of gas and I had MapQuested out. This is I MapQuested.
Oh,
how old are you?
Long ago this was. I was about 22, 22.
How many pages on that MapQuest?
Ooh, a nice old 5. But like
it's
5 pages.
Yeah, but the first one was coding. The first one was just, it was printing a lot of shit that had nothing to do with
I
the
got
directions.
you. It's either a long trip or a bad printer, and it's hard to know.
I was like, well, this is a waste of trees.
No, I think the first page of MapQuest is a little black and white map.
Yeah. It is.
Wow, your memory, Marie.
I was like,
my memory is trash, but I feel like I remember a map.
Yeah, there was definitely a map, and then it gives you like gives you the underlink. So I picked the perfect place that had like wings and like games, and it was just like it was a fire little wing spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take her out there.
I don't know about wings on a date.
You don't like wings on a date?
That's why, Robbie, that's why I ain't take you, girl. I'm talking about this black lady who love wings. So
wait.
Hold on. We got
wings. Why are wings so upsetting for you?
I have an insecurity. I eat like an animal. I grew up, somebody said stuff. I didn't eat fast. I didn't eat. And so I'm still learning manners around eating. But wings for me are one of the trickiest because I also didn't have wings. And when I discovered wings, Jews don't really fuck with wings. I love
Not
wings.
you Columbus in wings. You discovered wings.
Well, yeah, once I wasn't kosher anymore, I had wings. But when we were kosher, we didn't really have wings. It's still new for me. That would be on my messiest.
Robbie,
a lot of napkins. I need wet naps. It's a whole thing with wings.
How do you wipe your face when you eat wings? You be like this?
Never. No, but I require, if they have more than one wet nap, should it?
It's a sloppier meal than you would like for a date.
For a date.
So yeah. Robbie, do you need like a safe room to eat wings, nigga? What do you need?
No, with friends, with you animals, what do I give a fuck?
Animals, not you calling us animals after Memorial Day. That's crazy.
In this climate.
And she got it flat.
That was a good play.
Cabin.
Okay.
Boy, I tell you, Robbie,
you got a January 6th mug?
Okay. That was on the January 7th sale, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was January 7th.
That wasn't the
so
first
you got a
round
bucket
mug.
of wings.
Okay.
No. So I'm trying. So
Robbie got a heart out.
I find a super dope spot, and so I MapQuest it out, right?
Right.
Now, it looks a little bit further than I had anticipated. Okay. But I was like, I had looked at my money. I'm like, I got enough just to get to the crib. Now,
wait. So at this point, the money is being allotted for mileage. This isn't
baby.
just like,
yeah, baby, we broke. When
I tank, this is like, God damn, we at 36 miles.
When I say I made $150 for that show, there was no other money to add. It was 150 whole.
It wasn't 152. It was 150
150. And when that 150 is up, nigga, we surviving together. You know what I mean? So I had to make sure that I ordered based on what she was ordered. So I had to make sure this 150 lasts me the day, right?
Got it.
So, but I had no room for error. And this whole date was error because so I looked up the wrong place. I picked her up. And the place I took her to was an hour and a half away. I could not afford that gas. By the time we got there, it wasn't even the right wing spot. It was a Wingstop, niggas.
Shit.
I took this grown woman to a Wingstop with clothes on.
That you made her sit in the car for an hour and a half for.
Hour and a half. And when I tell you I was saucing that hour and a half though, like, you know what I mean? I was like really killing it. And then I got nervous like an hour in, like we should be there. Cause my allotted budget, she telling me like, nigga,
my budget, I only had about 4 stories ready. Why am I on my 3rd story? And it still says.
He said, I'm doing the A material and I'm about to dip into the B.
Nigga, I did my closer and we are a half hour out. Nigga, I'm like, no, this is crazy.
Now, what city is this? It's in an hour.
This is Chicago. This is Chicago. So
you how you didn't clock him 10 minutes in? 10 minutes. Any which way from where you are in Chicago, there's 10 minutes from you. How are you driving out of the city? The buildings are behind you.
You in Canada now?
No. This is a mix of Chicago and the suburbs. So between the drive, because she lived in the suburbs, so I had to go out there and get it. So this place was kind of in the middle of all of us. I get what you're saying, Robby. You making sense. If this was a city story, this would be ridiculous of me. But it wasn't. I was passing dark woods and shit. You know what I mean? And I was nervous, nigga. So I was just like, yo, I was focused. I had to make sure. By the time I got to this Wingstop, we pulled up, and I ain't had the money to take us to the right place. I had looked it up and I was like, yeah, that's too far. So I went back to the car and I was like, hey, so we here. That's what I said. I was like, we here. And she was so cool
baby,
about it.
So it turns out that this is the location. This is where we'll be dining this evening.
But this is the premier Wingstop.
How don't you pivot? You do comedy. You do improv. If I pulled up to the Wingstop, I'd be like, babe, you know what? I fucked up with MapQuest. Whatever. My bad. Why don't we pick up a picnic? Why don't we, you're in the woods or something. Maybe she lives right here. I don't know where the fuck she lives.
Okay, so I'm gonna never at 10 o'clock at night. I'm gonna never offer to go to the woods with a black lady. I don't want to be in the woods.
Robby thought this was a daytime wing date. Maybe that was why you're so upset about this.
I'm like, this is a
She said
nighttime
you sat
affair.
in traffic.
Yeah, imagine if I was like, you know what? I don't even know where we at, but let's go to the woods. Like, what the fuck? Are you trying to murder me, sir?
No. Yeah.
There was no pivoting. I couldn't afford a pivot. I was nervous already, you know what I mean? And so and she was acting super cool about it. So I was like, all right, so we in here. We go into this Wingstop, man. and a couple in front of us are high schoolers and they in love and shit. And the dude's just like, go ahead, girl, you can get whatever you want. I'm just sitting there like, damn, nigga.
He must have had $180.
Right.
He did. He looked like he had $180, bro.
Damn, you living my dream, young man. Someday I want to be like you, 15-year-old boy.
So I let her get what she want, and then I got some fries and a couple wings, I think, and just to make sure I can get her home. You know what I mean? I had to make sure I can get her home.
Because I know you were looking forward to those wings too.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like we were both like
you're starving after an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You're working up an appetite at this point.
Yeah, you're sick.
Absolutely. And Robby, I know turning to comedy is something I would do now, but I was 2 years into comedy for real. Like I didn't fucking know how to.
All I'm hearing is excuses. My question is the financial. So the financials for me are red flagging because you're saying you don't have enough money to get home. Now, are you doing gas pay as you go? Are you putting fives in the tank? Like
Yes.
I don't understand.
Yes, Robby, you obviously have not been broke, black man, because nigga,
once again,
you gotta put 5 in as you go. That is how you.
Are you
That's how
paying
you
a debit
exist.
card? Do you have the 150 on
A debit card?
cash?
No. See, now
Do you have the cash on you? That's a good question.
I got cash on. I'm cash. Look, I was 2 years prior. I was selling drugs. I didn't have a card. I had cash. I would have cash money.
Worst
And
drug
I was in
dealer of all
improv, so I
time.
was already feeling insecure about hanging around with nerds all day. So I didn't know. I felt like the biggest loser alive.
Well,
and I was.
Yeah, that was my big feeling in hearing the story was you had no business leaving
No
the house,
business.
my man.
No.
You had no business introducing yourself to young ladies. You should have been really focusing your energy in a different direction.
And when
at
I
that
tell
point.
y'all, my life turned around after that night, because after that night, I went on not one single more date. And I was like, you need
Good for
to focus on you, brother. You need to get your shit together.
There's no poor dates anymore.
No,
yeah,
that's true.
they're called walking dates.
That's not like that. Walking dates ain't popular outside of New York, I don't think. Man,
They're not popular in my house.
I'm not walking in
That's what
the
I'm
sun.
saying. I don't know a lot of women that I could have pulled that little bamboo.
Listen, I would have got ghosted so hard if I was like, hey, baby girl, come on, let's go ahead and walk around for a little while.
If I looked like Langston Kerman, I wouldn't even walk. I'd just stand. Here's the date.